Hello, I'm Boo. Thanks for joining me on my channel today. Now this video is an update, a yearly update on how my first season with the Cleveland Browns has gone as the manager. Now this is my personal save, it's what I'm playing offline at the minute, and it's been a lot of fun. It's been massively surprising, but I've really enjoyed it. If this is the first video you're seeing and you're wondering what the hell it is, I'll put links down below in the description. I basically made a database where the NFL switched to soccer. Created 32 teams. We put 50 of my subscribers in it as players, and I put it out there. The database is on Steam. You can get different save files from different videos. And I think a lot of people are trying it out, and I hope they do. And hopefully they've enjoyed it as much as me, because there's loads of different ways you can play it. Big teams, more money, different facilities and so on. But I chose the worst team reputation-wise on the game. Now at the start of the database, all the teams are the same. They've not got any players apart from the subscriber players. Teams like the Browns might have 2 subscribers. Teams at the top like the Patriots, they might have, they'll have 1 player. So there's different ways you can tackle it. Now I did a second part to my NFL series, which I'll put down below as well. Where I jumped 5 years into the future, and 5 years into the future the league had really bedded in. It was definitely probably the best league in the world. The Dallas Cowboys and the Rams were amazing. You had Dybala, Icardi, you had Harry Kane, Dele Alli. Top players were here. But this first season, it takes time for this kind of thing to bed in, so I approach this in a different way, and I think I didn't do a bad job. So I'm going to take you through this first season. I saved it at specific points. At the very start of the season, after I'd done all my transfers, I saved it at the winter, halfway through the season, and I saved it at the very end of the season. So I'm just going to jump back into those save files and discuss and show you what I've been doing. And seriously, if you haven't had a go with this yet, have a go with it. Personally, I'd jump in, or I'd holiday into the future 5 years at least, let the league bed in. But if like me, you want to start at the beginning, maybe this video will help you attack it the way I did, because it's been fun. I've loved it. So let's stop chatting and get into it. But before we do, don't forget, if you've never checked out my series, Manchester Central, links down below as well. Check it out, get liking the video, get subscribing, let's get going. Here we are with my club, the Cleveland Browns, of the AFC, the American Football Conference. It's the 13th of August, and it's the date, I think this is the date I saved it, where it's the first game of the season. So let's go on schedule and have a butchers. And yeah, you'll see here, I've played pre-season at this point. I had a good pre-season. We played a local team, Cleveland, who are a real soccer club. And then I went on a tour of Brazil and played some okay Brazilian teams. And we had a fantastic summer. I mean, like I said, at the very start of the game, you get a regen squad, and I think the most valuable player in that squad is about $500,000. But being the worst team, I had 2 players, 2 world-class youngsters. My son, Boo Jr., and I've got a great player, great defender, defensive midfielder called Mark Bowen, who's one of my favourite subscribers, good lad. So I had a couple of players. Now I thought to myself, how do I attack this? I've got 200 million, which is a lot, but not like the Patriots and the Steelers, and they've got massive money. I can't go out there and buy a lot of world-class players. Plus my reputation is only 6,000. The Patriots' reputation is 9,000, which is like Real Madrid. We're more like Nottingham Forest, right? So I knew I couldn't do that. So I thought, I'm going to spread that money. I'm going to spend every penny of it if I can, and just try and get a squad. Because I don't think all these teams in the first year did that. And if I can get a good average squad, I might be successful. So that's what I tried to do. But before I show you the players, I always get the staff first. I've got a pretty decent staff. Now I think we all know staff are important. I know staff are important. I always try and improve my staff, get as many as I can. It really helps you be successful on Football Manager. Now every club will get a skeleton staff at the start of the database, which is a regen staff. And sometimes it's hit and miss if you're getting really good. On here, I did the wife a little treat. I put the wife on it, so I have got head physio, which is my wife, Katie Graham, and she's amazing. She's the mother of Boo Jr. Boo Jr.'s her son. If you look on her information, you'll see there, Boo Jr.'s son. I love that. I think that's brilliant. Now, all the staff were regens, apart from, weirdly, Travis Graham. I've not put Travis in it. He is a regen. And to be fair, he was the only staff member that was half decent. We've got a 45-year-old American here, regen head of youth, who's pretty good. Potential, judging player potential, brilliant. So I've kept him, and I got rid of everyone else. If you look at the staff now, I've got an assistant, got a reserve assistant, I've got a reserve assistant manager. I mean, they're all okay. If you look at him, he's alright. I've got 2 goalkeeping coaches, 2 fitness coaches, 3 coaches, head of sports science, some physios, some scouts. And they're not the best staff in the world, but they're pretty good. If we go on coaching first, see, they're not too bad. If you look at my main coaches, I mean, they're not the best, but they're not that bad. They're probably better than the rest of the league, and that's what I was thinking. This first season is probably a great chance to win and be successful, because I know for a fact that 5 years into it, it gets well hard. It'll be more of a challenge when you're facing Icardi and Dybala. So yeah, my staff are pretty cool, pretty happy with that. If we look at its overview at the start of the season, and you click on all these, we've got the best. Do you know what I mean? At random one there, look, the best. The best. So I've got the best staff going into this first season. Again, that'll change over time, but that's a great advantage. Now, looking at the AFC, some great franchises in this division, some high reputation teams with a lot of money and some great managers. But I don't think, from what I saw, they don't all spend that money in that first season. It's like it's like a slow build, really. So I thought, if I can attack this, we'll do all right. And obviously, we were favourites to be bottom of the division from the start, before I'd made any signings. Now, before I show you my signings, watch this. We're now favourites to win the freaking AFC, and I've spent some good money, but I'm not being funny. I've not bought Neymar, so let's have a look who I bought. This is transfer history, and I got rid of 2 players. We sold one lad to the Galaxy, and we've loaned another one out. But again, the regen's got no real players in the squad at the start, and I've spent 147 million on a lot of players. Now, another thing you'll notice, look at all them loans. I don't know, I didn't program anything into the database loan wise, but weirdly, you can loan players from the UK, from Chelsea's, Liverpool's, Paris Saint-Germain's as well, and Barcelona's in Spain, for nothing. Don't cost me anything in wages. Get good young talent for now, which was brilliant. Really helped bulk up your squad in that first season, and it'll be handy going forward. Why are you doing the slow build if you run out of money? But I have actually invested in quite a few players, and we'll show you some of them. I'll arrange it by the fee. The top one, Moussa Dembele, great young striker on the game, going to be absolutely amazing this season, I reckon, in this division. Bought him for 23 million. We've got Matty Phillips from West Brom, again, great winger, a fantastic winger, can play on both wings. Stats again for this league in his first year, he's going to be a top class player, only 26. Besic, young midfielder, 25, from Everton, again, great player for this kind of first season. I mean, in 5 years' time, I don't think this squad will be successful, but I had high hopes. Next player, got James Tompkins, 28-year-old centre half. I bought Joe Ward, who's a cracking fullback, 27. Daniel Ayala, who's a decent centre half, got him from Middlesbrough. Patrick Bamford, young striker. I mean, we've got Boo Jr. up front, who's a young worldie. But we've got some Moussa Dembele, Patrick Bamford, decent strikers. I mean, they're not world beaters, but they're good. Kieran Westwood, cracking keeper, 32 years old. George Friend, again, another fullback, left back, wing back, all round decent player. Roy Behrens, I think you say his name, or Behrens. Again, another winger, can play on both wings. Because tactically, I'll show you my tactic. If you watch my Manchester Central series, I'm using that 4-4-2 or 4-2-4. Simple. We've got Junior Hoylett, okay player. Ivo Pinto, a right back again, decent right back. This lad I got for 2.3 million. He's only 29 years old, and he's a good player. He's all right. Loads of clubs want to do. We had to battle it out for him. And then I signed some oldies on freeze. Nearly got Antonio Reyes. Do you remember he used to play for Arsenal? He decided to go to what's it called? He went to Atlanta. Next, this kid, look at him, 34. He's got a bit of skill, hasn't he? He could be a great player, handy player. And then obviously I've just loaned a load of players, so spent. But we've got a full squad. And a lot of these other teams haven't got a full squad. So what we'll do is I'll just click through a few people in the AFC. So you've got the Broncos, spent nothing. 8.5 million from the Texans. You know, they've bought a decent player here or there. Nobody's buying squads yet. The Colts, wow, bought one player from Chicago. The Jags, they spent 19 million, probably one of the biggest spenders, but they haven't bought anyone amazing. The Chiefs spent 6.75 million. Chargers have spent nothing, jeez. Dolphins the same. The Patriots, who've got £500 million to spend. What are they doing? Why are they not spending it? I don't get it. They've got a reputation better than Real Madrid. So I know they do it. They do it eventually. But this first year they don't. So honestly, spread that money. Go for it. 10 million from the Jets. Fair play. They bought a player from Real Salt Lake, but the Raiders spent 12 million. Pittsburgh Steelers spent 4.4. The Titans 3.8. Ravens $500,000. Buffalo Bills nothing. Bengals 4, and then back to us. So we're the biggest spenders. Will it pay off or will it backfire? I mean, even a smaller team like us, I know at the start of every season we're going to have 200 million to spend, and after that first year, you can't buy any of my subscribers, the young wonder kids. But after that first year, you will. None of them will walk come this one because they've only just signed. But you could start then picking away at some really top players, maybe trying to sign a Dybala. But if we can do well this first season, get that reputation up, get that money in, I can start picking off Galacticos, and that's my plan. So onto the finance page, and just say we've got 7.5 million left in the bank. I've still got 22 to spend, but I'm going to save it, maybe save up a bit, and then reassess in January, see where we are. The way this has worked out, I didn't think it was going to be like that, but it is. I want to be in them playoffs. I'm not bothered about winning the division, so I'll be a top 4 team. I want to get in the playoffs. So we'll fast forward to January and see how we did. Welcome to January 2018. This is the second save point. We're at the halfway point-ish of the video, and you can look at the top there. You'll see we are first in the AFC. I think my plan worked. So if you have a click on the table, we're miles away, miles ahead. At this point of the season, I was 12 points in the lead. I'd only lost one game, drawn one, and I'd won 13, which is crazy. So I lost against the Texans 2-0. And I drew against the Broncos. We beat everyone else. Look at the Patriots. I mean, I know this changes, but I just thought, let's go for it. And then look at the player stats. Boo Jr. leading the way. You've got Dembele, who thought would be good, is good. Average ratings, Bood, Dembele, Matty Phillips. Assists, Dembele, and then my 2 wingers, Behrens and Matt Phillips. Brilliant. Honestly, couldn't be going any better. And that's just, I think, the way I did it. And I'd advise you, if you want to start at the beginning, spread that money, go for it. So with no continental football, it's just the league for us and the America's Cup. The America's Cup, which we got knocked out of in the 3rd round. Disappointing, and they were probably the blues from that is what got us beat against the Texans, but we've had some cracking games. This tactic of mine is dead simple, but if you watch my Manchester Central series, you'll know it's not great defensively, but it scores goals. And not only does it score goals on here, it's dominating games really. Look at some of the games. I mean, we're not playing great players yet. We're scoring a lot of goals, lots of goals. I mean, 6, 5, 4, 5, 3, 5, 5, 4, 4, 4, 5, 5, 4, 5. Great so far. Honestly, I'm starting to feel undefeatable. And if I look at the finances, we've made more money. We've got £10 million in the bank more than we had at the start of the season. I've still got 22 to spend, but I thought the way this was going, I didn't want to spend any. Why spend any money when you're playing this well? And look how well we're playing. Out of the cup, just concentrate on this AFC. I'm thinking, I'm going to actually win the AFC and get in the playoffs. Who's going to stop us? Let's have a look at the squad at this point in the season. Bood had picked up an injury, which is always disappointing. You don't want to see your boy hurt. He's only out for 5 days max, but he has been outstanding. If we click on him, I mean, he's beastly. He's me boy. Like I said, if you've not seen the NFL's 2-part series. My loyal subscribers who watch my series, I gave them the opportunity to apply, and I had about 50 of them. And basically give me all their stats, the name, the height, the weight, where they're from. And they all got the option of picking their own position and picking 5 key attributes. And then I gave them a potential range of anywhere from a 170, which is probably like a Memphis Depay, up to being a 200 star player, which is like Ronaldo or Messi. So they're not all going to be out this world crazy. But Boo Jr.'s turned out alright. He's got better and better as the years gone on, so I'm really pleased. And again, he's only 17. He's going to be a world beater. Ballon d'Or winner one day, I hope. So I'm really happy with that. And then the second guy I had is Mark Bowen, sorry Mark, who again is a great player. Can play right through that defensive central position all the way up to midfield. Great player. And that's the thing, I mean, the rest of these lads, as this goes on now, if we do well at the end of this year, our reputation is going to go up. Hopefully I can start picking off some really world-class players. And I want to try and just build that first 11 of world stars and dominate. Win Super Bowl after Super Bowl, that's my plan. Well, then that's the halfway point. No signings to show you. We've had a look at the league. We've had a look at how the lads are doing. And obviously we're doing better than I actually thought we would. Because I just think the plan's working. We've already got my son, Boo Jr. and Moussa Dembele on the favoured personnel. Happy days. Let's look forward to the end of the year and let's see how we all finished up. Welcome back, it's end of season, everything's finished. Can't wait to show you what happened. You'll see straight away we did win the AFC title. By some margin really, we did really well. The Houston Texans did well too, they have a good team. But yeah, well proud. I wanted to be the worst team. And I thought everyone would buy a squad. I didn't really think they wouldn't. I thought they might do. I thought they'd buy a lot better players. And I do know they do that because I've run several simulations for my series and for YouTube. And I've seen what becomes of this league. I've seen some of these teams become outstanding. Like the last time, in part 2 of the NFL, Dallas Cowboys have got Diego Simeone as a manager. They've got Harry Kane and Dybala up front, something like that. And they were a scary team. They won like 3 Super Bowls, I think. So it will get exciting. But this was also fun in a way because it was unexpected watching these players who just come together and play some really good football. So yeah, we got into the playoffs with the Texans, the Dolphins, and the Cincinnati Bengals. Buffalo Bills finished bottom. Patriots, look at them, shocking. Now these are the transfers for the entire season, and you'll see what I mean now. That first summer window, no one got giddy. By the January window, they're all probably thinking, holy crap, the Browns are at the top of the division. And you'll see, like the Texans, they bought Mia and Embolo, 2 absolute top players for a lot of money. The Steelers bought Virgil van Dijk from Southampton for 87 million. So this is the start of it. This is where they're going to start spending that money, and it's going to get tougher and tougher. That's why I want to be successful this first year, give ourselves a leg up, and then start building something special. But first season, some great players now in this league, and it will only get better. Let's have a look at the NFC, the National Football League. The Falcons came top there. Carolina Panthers, Cowboys and Redskins, they went to the playoffs. The Packers, who I love the Packers, down there at the bottom. Let's have a look at some of the players they brought in. Look at the date list on the left. You'll see a lot of these are January signings. Big money January signings. And look at some of them players there. Christian Pulisic finally come to America to play for the 49ers. I mean, some top names. This league can be so much fun. I can't wait to start getting into it. And hopefully, if people watch this and you want more of it, I will take you on this journey year by year. I'll show you what I've been doing. But we're in the playoffs. How did we do? I'll show you in a minute. But first, I'm going to show you the America's Cup. And here we are, the America's Cup final. It was an all NFL final, so none of the MLS teams or lower division teams made it. And the Atlanta Falcons, who looked like they were a good team, they won the NFC, played the Miami Dolphins, and got beat 3-1, so well done to Miami. First up in the playoffs, we came up against the Washington Redskins, and we did alright. We beat them 5-1 on aggregate. Really happy. The Panthers, the Falcons and the Texans came through as well. Falcons obviously NFC champions. Texans spent some money as well. They were second in our division. Panthers, great franchise. So the Dolphins are out, the Bengals are out, the Cowboys are out, and obviously the Redskins are out as well. Now then, the semi-finals was where it was twitchy bum time for me. I'll be completely honest with you, but this is where I hoped it'd be this kind of entertainment with these two-legged playoffs. I didn't want to be that originally, but if you remember me saying I couldn't get the database to pick decent stadiums. Sometimes it would, sometimes you'd be playing at somewhere really small, like a 750-seater stadium. So if you do it two legs, you're guaranteed you're going to play home and away. And wow, we went through 7-6. I mean, this was something I wish I'd done live in a series, because the drama of it, to get beat 4-1 in the semi-final first leg, well, that's us. We've had a good run, we've done well, first season, we've won the AFC, and we got to the semi-final playoff. But you know, our time has come. But then to what? To go on and beat them 6-2 in the next game? I mean, it was insane. I loved it, absolutely loved it. So yeah, we scraped through, and we're going to face Atlanta Falcons in the final. There you go, we did it. My plan worked. I was freaking buzzing. We won the Super Bowl, and we did it in style really. First game, beat them 4-0. Game over really. Okay, I went to their place, drew 0-0. So yeah, we won ourselves a Super Bowl. It is the new Silver Soccer Super Bowl next to our American Football Conference. I've done this well earlier than I expected. The tactic worked, getting the staffings worked, spreading the money out and getting an entire squad worked. Because if you're going to buy 2 world-class players, then you might get injured. Well, I had an all-round team, definitely the best way to go. And now we've got a platform to build on. This year coming, I'm going to hopefully I want to get a midfielder and a goalkeeper, and then I've got that spine. I mean, you can say, oh, you won loads of games, is that really fun? But yeah, it was, because it was unexpected and just really enjoyable to play. So if you're doing it, I'd love to know what you're doing. Have you started at the very beginning? Are you going to start at the beginning? How are you going to approach it? Are you going to try and sign one big, massive star? Are you going to spread it all out? Are you going to try and get some staff in? Are you going to save all your money for the next year, see what happens? I'd love to know how you're going to do it. But it definitely worked my way. And this is the tactic I use, and again, it is just my Booth 442. Dead simple tactic. Nothing fancy. You'll see it here. Nothing fancy. Team instructions, look, there's nothing to it. Now I have actually made this available on Steam. You should find a link to it in episode 35. Maybe there'll be a link down below on this video as well. It's nothing fancy, but it's a lot of fun to play with. I've had so much fun. I've gone promotion with Manchester Central. I have to tweak it along the way, but not too much. It's just working. The season could not have gone any better. AFC Championship, a Super Bowl win, a very nervy semi-final, lots of freaking awesome goals, lots of great performances. Buzzing. Can't wait to get stuck into year 2. And I'm off work next week. I'm going to plough through this. So if you do watch it and you want more, definitely let me know down below, and I'll take you on the adventure with me. I just wanted to finish off to show you I've made the favoured personnel, and so bloody should. That's the end. Thanks for joining me. If you did enjoy that, make sure you smash the like button. If you're new to my channel, feel free to subscribe, and if this is the first video you've ever seen, make sure you check out my Manchester Central series, and make sure you check out my other stuff. Go and check out the actual discussion of the database. You'll find all the links hopefully down below to all the graphics, the save files, the database files, to my series, to everything. I've put all my databases on Steam now. Anything you've ever seen me do should be on Steam for FM18, so check them out. Let me know down below in the comments, do you want to see year 2? Are you interested in knowing if me and the Browns can just go on and dominate? Can we build a dynasty? Or will it get tougher and tougher for me competing against these bigger teams? I just can't wait. I really can't wait to play it. I'm probably going to try and sign Fried Badger. He looks quality on this game, but there's some really good players. Not just the subscribers, there's some good players all over that you could bring into this league. It's going to be a lot of fun. So thanks for watching. I've been Booed. Really appreciate you taking the time to watch this. You've been amazing. I'll see you next time.